Okay, this is the life of Freyja. Everywhere she goes, people like love her. But just like not interested. Freyja! Look at this wall. What's happening here? This is typical of Italian buildings and homes. They aren't made of wood like Canadian ones, and there isn't as much insulation. And Italian people, or at least Enrico and his father, always wonder how Canadian homes can be made of wood. And wouldn't they burn, or wouldn't they, you know, be dangerous or something? Ciao, Freyja. Ciao. Ciao. Here. My Evelyn flowers, you know, they're peachy and more on the yellow side than the Shropshire Lad. On this side, I have Wallerton Old Hall, but it hasn't started budding yet. These are regular old day lilies that are edible as well. See? And I've got jasmine. Jasmine's blooming all over. Like almost every house seems to have jasmine in Italy. And it smells amazing. We came back to Merlino. It's a bar, and I just like look at the old bicycles and tires there. That's where we are. Of the house back there. It's a very nice, pretty place to have an apperitivo, which is like before dinner, wine. We got cheese, prosciutto, salame. This is the bread basket. I'm drinking a Ramandolo. They just have bread. So what we were talking about is that it's May, and there are just the end of May, but there are so many mosquitoes. The mosquitoes have started, and the problem with living, at least here, one thing that really bugs me is the amount of mosquitoes. I've never seen, probably one time I visited India, and there were like mosquitoes everywhere, and they just loved me. And here it's the same thing. There are so many mosquitoes, and there's something called a tiger mosquito, and they're a more aggressive kind of mosquito that, I don't know, I think it came from Asia or Africa to Italy. So it's kind of new. A few years ago it arrived into Italy, and it's just been really hard to deal with, and normal insect repellents don't repel those mosquitoes, and so there are special ones, but they're very toxic, and I have asthma, so it affects me too. And yeah, the mosquitoes here are very aggressive and awful and really hard to deal with, and so I end up every summer with red, and then they become like brown, black spots all over my skin where the mosquitoes have bit me. Yeah, so it started basically, and that sucks. The weather's gotten very good, and Freyja caught a bird yesterday, and she ate the entire thing from head to feet, and I think the only thing that was left was 4 feathers that she missed, like 4 little feathers that she missed, and she just ate the entire thing. She must have been hungry, but I don't know why, because she has so much food at home too. Another thing that you have to pay attention to if you come to Italy is the toilet situation. Around where I live, it was a big shock because a lot of places don't have like the normal sit-down toilets. They have the hole in the ground, you know, and so, but it is like kind of a toilet, so it's not actually a hole in the ground, but you have to stand. I can't do that, and it's kind of disgusting because there's still pee all around, like on the floor and stuff, and anyways, I can't use that kind of toilet, so a lot of the time I have a big problem because a lot of restaurants, places don't have toilets that I can use. And the second problem is if there is a toilet where you can actually sit down in. Italian people don't like to sit on the toilet. Like what I do is I put paper, like toilet paper around, and so that I can sit down. But here, people don't sit on the toilet, and instead pee goes on the floor and on the toilet seat, and it smells in there. And that's the case with this place. So they actually have a sit-down toilet, but people don't actually sit down on it. Instead, they pee on the seat, on the floor. It smells. My shoes, I'm sure, stepped in pee. I don't wear shoes in my house. A lot of Canadians don't, and in Japan, most people don't either. And also, I heard in Finland and some countries. So it's raining, and we're going home, and we found this rainbow. It's a double rainbow, actually. But it goes all the way around, and that's really cool.
Che razza di arco?